Today's leadership lesson is on how do you deal with difficult people in your group. If you're leading a small group of any kind, whether it's a home group, an adult Sunday school class, a men's ministry group, a women's ministry group, it could be a Kate's Cup table leader. If you're dealing with people, you're going to run into those who want to dominate your group. They're going to want to talk all the time. They love, it seems, to hear themselves talk. Well, there's two ways of handling that, the church way and the right way. The church way is that you just pray about it. You pray that God will change their heart. And it seems so noble, and it seems so right, and it seems so biblical, but the truth of the matter is that in almost every single case like that, what will happen is that others in the group will begin to drift away. They won't come as often. They'll have an excuse for why they can't be at the group. But the truth of the matter is that they get tired of coming week after week after week and just hearing one person dominate. And so pretty soon it's going to be you and that person who has been dominating. Or you can do it the right way. And by the way, the right way I also believe is the biblical way. The biblical way is to go to the person directly. That's what the Bible tells us. To do it in love and gentleness. Care about that person. And you go and you let that person know that you want them to be part of the group, but they can't dominate anymore. That it's not right for them to come in and it just be about them. Help them understand that they have a part to play in the group, but for a while you're going to ask them just to be quiet, to listen, to let God speak to them through other people. Some of them are going to really appreciate it. Others are going to be resentful. You know, I'm going to add a little bit to this tape today, to this lesson, and speak directly to those people who dominate. So if you're a leader and you say, I'm not exactly sure how to do this, I even encourage you to give this tape. Send this to that person. Tell them that you're doing it in love and that you care about them, and you're doing it because you want them to be part of the group. But right now, if you're one of those people who is dominating, if your small group leader has sent you this tape, they're doing it for one reason and one reason only. They love you. They care about you. They want you as part of the group. If they didn't, they wouldn't send you a tape like this. They'd just tell you, you know what, you're really not welcome. But they're not telling you that. But they don't know how. And it's very hard for them to be able to talk to you and let you know that you're dominating. Right now, if you've gotten this tape from someone, what's your reaction? Is your reaction, who do they think they are? Is your reaction to be hurt and wounded? Or is your reaction, do you know what? I don't want to be a dominating person. I want to help my group. Man, I got to get in there and be different. If your reaction is that first reaction of hurt, wounded, angry, bitter, then you know what? The problem really is you. And you're going to need to let God work on your heart. I'm going to encourage you to do two things. I'm going to encourage you to go to your leader who gave you this video. Go to them personally and say, I want to thank you for that. It hurt, but it was probably the best thing that anybody has ever given me. And then number two, I want you to continue to participate in your small group. And I want you to listen. Sit quietly. Take a few weeks off where you just go in the group. Everything in you is going to want to talk and share and tell about your experience. But listen to others for a while. Hear what's going on in their life. Don't be the one who has to rescue. Jump in. Just sit quietly and listen. If those feelings of bitterness and anger and hurt continue to grow up, it means that God's not done working in your life. You too need to be a person of love. So whether you're a person who dominates or whether you're the leader of a group where there's a dominating person, you have to deal with it. It has to be dealt with up front. It's not going to get better by itself. It's a difficult principle, but it's an important principle for all of us who want to be used by God to make a difference, to make an impact on others for Jesus Christ. Thanks for taking the time to listen.